I think you have all your bases covered because it seems like you had a lot of patience, right? You had a
Yeah.
long term plan because usually I would think someone expects, oh, I'm gonna go to Toronto and I'm gonna be booking, gigs within the first
Yeah.
couple of weeks of being there. You know what I mean? And you're
Yeah.
talking years now. Like you're saying, that's awesome. That's actually pretty incredible. And then you had then you if you said that you made sure that you went out, you interacted with people, and it seems like you
Yeah.
tried to surround yourself with people, like-minded people who are trying to make things happen,
Yeah,
This
well, and I'd say that like in the first 2 years, for sure. Like my first year when I got here, I was like, I'm gonna get an awesome job. I'm gonna get an agent right away.
uh,
I'm gonna do this. I'm
uh
gonna take over the world.
right, right,
Like
right,
all these things. And unfortunately, like that's not how it happens, right?
right,
Like
right.
I'd say in my first couple months, like I was really gung ho because I got a job in like the first 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna make my game plan. I'm like gonna settle my roots down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but unfortunately, like the more research I did, the more interactions I had, I soon realized that like in my first year that most people that are in the acting, like they are in it for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was one teacher that was here. He's like, if there is anything else that you could do
Mm-hmm.
that you enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, you should go do it
Wow.
because this industry will beat you down.
Mm-hmm.
It will make you're constantly being rejected like on a
Mm-hmm.
daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You go to an audition, you like get all ready, you spend your money to get there,
Yeah.
you have taken your whole day to like get ready, do your hair, do your makeup, memorize
Mm-hmm.
your lines, whatever, and you get there and you're like, I'm gonna ace it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 30, 40, 50, sometimes 200 other people
Yeah.
that did the exact same thing.
Wow.
So and they never really give you feedback. You go in, you do your audition, they say thanks, and then you leave.
Right.
That's it. Like there's
Right.
no like, oh, like you could have done this better, or like, hey, we're not gonna cast you. Like there's no answer.
Yeah.
It's like having a bad breakup and you
Yeah.
never get any
Yeah.
resolution ever.
Right. 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 Right.
So I learned that in my first 2 years, and I think the biggest jump was from my second to my third year. One really, really good teacher, her name's Ray Ellen Bodie. Um, she's a voice coach.
Mm-hmm.
But she really taught me to just accept that the one constant in life is change. Like
Right.
things will always be changing, things will always be moving. You can't be stuck on that like 1, 2 auditions. You can't be stuck on the fact that you say, I haven't booked anything in like a year.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's like 20, 30 other moving parts
Mm-hmm.
as to why you didn't book it. It
Right.
actually has nothing to do with you personally.
Yeah.
So just trying to switch my mindset to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So was that
and that kind of
difficult?
helped.
Was that difficult?
Oh
Or
yeah, like it's part of me felt like I was missing out because at that time, you know, all the people that I went to college with, they now have jobs. They're
mm-hmm.
now making money.
Mm-hmm.
They're now buying houses.
Mm-hmm.
They're now getting in long-term relationships. They're
Right.
now getting married,
Mm-hmm.
um, having kids. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell am I doing?
Mm.
I'm in the big city and I'm not making any money doing this.
Right. Right. Right.
Um, I'm not living in my like dream home,
Mm-hmm.
still renting,
Yeah.
all these things.
Yeah.
Um, and I had accumulated debt. Um, it was really tough in the
Mm-hmm.
first 2 years of being here, just because I saw everyone else progressing in what I thought should be the appropriate way to progress in your life.
Right. Right.
And so I had to kind of switch my mindset as to, well, they're doing that with their life, but I'm actually taking risks
Right.
and I stepped outside of my home.
Yeah.
I'm pursuing something that I love so that like when I do get on set,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't even feel like work to me.
Right. Of course.
Oh,
Of
it's
course.
like, dude, I get to do this today.
Yeah.
I'm getting paid.
Yeah. 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 I know exactly how that feels. I remember I remember like I was on a tour one time and I'm like in Switzerland and I'm looking out. I'm like standing on this bridge and I'm looking at this like beautiful river and all these houses and all these colors and people. And I was like, I can't believe someone paid me to come here
And
and
do this.
yeah, and play some music. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy and yeah, it's a beautiful thing when you're doing what you love, and that struggle and all the things that go into getting to this point makes it kind of all worth it, you know. And
Yeah.
so, did you ever feel like you were going to quit or give up or?
There was a point in my oh goodness. I'd say maybe so I've been here for 5 years now. Um, I'd say my third year I started like my second year I thought I was gonna quit.
Mm,
Um, I didn't think I had the chops for it.
mm,
And I think it was just a series of events from having the teachers that I had
mm,
to, moving homes, like all that. Like I had recently moved and stuff.
mm,
Um, I started changing my mindset. It went really positive for a bit. And then last year was a really, really tough year for me.
mm,
Um, but I thankfully like the men in my life from the LGBT community, I call them
mm,
my gay guys.
mm,
um, they um, they really helped me last year, and they lifted me up, and we put a show together, and it ended up getting picked up.
mm,
And it's not like an HBO crazy big yet,
mm,
but it is one of those things that we're all striving for this common goal, and a lot of people are really excited for it. It's going to
mm.
air in March, and then from there, we're hoping to make it like a full 5 season
What is it
episode.
called again?
So it's
Again,
called "Fuck Yes,"
fuck yes.
but
Okay,
FAK
okay,
YAAS.
okay.
So it's a play
Fuck
on of a
yes.
Greek, yeah, like "fuck yes."
Uh-huh.
It's a play on of an LGBT, like when everyone goes like "yes, queen," or they would
Mm-hmm.
say yes,
Yeah,
and a
of
Greek.
course. I know.
Perfect. And then there's actually a Greek lentil dish because the lead is it's based around a Greek family, kind of like my big fat Greek wedding.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lentil dish called FAK YAASS.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we called it FAK YAASS because
Mm-hmm.
it's the play on word.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, a lot of people are really excited about it. The script's amazing. The myself, Anthony, who's the writer, Matt, who is the director, and Vasilios, who's the lead and the creator.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I helped produce it, and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
also a co-star.
Okay,
Uh,
player.
yeah, I realized that last year when I was just going through a really hard time. I had been in a really bad relationship. Things weren't really going well in my acting career.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those guys in particular helped switch me around, get me back on track,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much focus on creating my own work
Yeah.
because it was if I'm just going to sit around and I can study all I want, I can do all the classes I want, but if you don't create your own work,
Yeah.
then you're just going to be waiting for someone to give you a job.
Yeah.
And there's so much at our disposal. Like we have so much technology. Um, you can record stuff on phones.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will do web series. If you get a really good crew of people that have the same idea,
Yeah.
create it, put it out there, and
Yeah.
see what happens. Because
Yeah. This is what I actually had. I've actually been roommates with a few actors now, actually. And one of them, this is exactly what I was saying to her. I was like, man, you know, you should just be creating your own thing and finding a way to like get your own momentum going, you know, because exactly what you said with just waiting around and if you don't you can't wait for other people to just give you an opportunity. Of course you want to chase those things, but like if they aren't coming, you have to do something in the meantime and obviously can help you anything that you do can create an opportunity for you, like,
Yep.
yeah,
Well,
so.
and I think people forget that, like, even let's say I wasn't doing acting and I went and I did the traditional route and I did marketing. If
Hmm.
I came here in Toronto and I legit just sent my resume out like electronically to 100 different companies,
Hmm.
they get hundreds and hundreds of resumes a day.
Right,
Mine's not sticking out because everyone else has literally just sent it out to them.
right,
Like
right.
it, you know. Um, but if you narrow the search down, be like, okay, these are the top 5 companies I want to work for, and
Hmm.
I'm going to work for one of them.
Mm,
First, you have to like set that intention.
mm,
Then you have to go and be like, okay, so what are these 5 companies? What are they looking for? Like, look at their job postings, call them,
hmm.
email somebody,
Mm,
find out if someone in that office is willing to go for coffee with you, to like chat with you, to like even see if you'd even want to work there. Like, you have to
right,
find more ways to be proactive.
yeah.
And it was the same thing with us. Like, my third year was pretty good because I was switching my mentality. I got my agent, my first
Hmm.
agent I got in my third year.
Hmm.
um, I guess end of my second, going into my third. I switched agents at the end of my third year, so I felt like I was moving up.
Hmm.
Um, Unfortunately, the relationship that I got into kind of brought me back down.
Mm,
And then after getting out of that relationship, um, not only did I learn the importance of who you surround yourself with
hmm.
is 100% going to affect how how you take your next step in your life,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
I mean, you are, what I think the saying is, you are most like the top 5 people that you surround yourself
Mm,
with.
yeah.
And you tend to take on their mannerisms and vice versa. And you
Mm,
tend to just kind of sync up if you're spending a lot of time together.
yeah.
And so by switching that and by switching the tight knit group of people that I hang out with and doing that, I found that it just kind of helped progress everything else and being proactive and wanting to create work,
Hmm.
and not being scared to do that or thinking people are going to judge you,
Yeah.
all those things.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, to me, it's just really exciting to hear these things because, in my life, I try to tell people these kinds of things where, like, but I think it's just one of those things that some people just don't really understand how important, the people that you're around are.
Oh, sorry,
Uh
that's
oh.
my dog.
Oh, it's the killer. Is it Cujo?
No, she's a
Mm,
German Shepherd.
yeah. Oh, Lassie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She can hear her voice and she's like, "Who is that? Who's
Yeah.
on that?"
You know me. So, yeah. But it's really really important to have some people that are going to like keep you believing when you start doubting yourself, like, and
Yeah.
because it's easy when you're around like other people who don't know what it is to have this kind of drive and passion, or willingness to go through the struggle, because the
Yeah.
second things start like not going well, they're going to be the people to say, oh well, maybe you should start thinking about doing something different, or like,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
Yep.
And so I can totally understand that, and I've told many people many times, I like when someone starts talking like this, I'll have a conversation with them about chilling on that, and if they can't, then I can't really hang around them, you know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
need to keep people that know what your goals are and want to help keep you on that track, you know what I mean? So I
Oh yeah,
don't.
agreed.
Yeah, yeah. So I completely understand that.